We want to take a look at a controversy that's been getting a lot of attention, a bake sale. It's stirring up controversy at the University of California, Berkeley, which is a school, of course, famous for decades of protesting. And some students there are using cupcakes this time to, in their words, take a stand against what they have an issue with. And in this case, it is affirmative action. At 10 o'clock this morning, Berkeley College Republicans will host a bake sale with special pricing based on a customer's race and gender. According to the menu, white males will pay the most, $2 a cupcake. Asians will be charged $1.50, Latinos $1, blacks just 75 cents, while Native Americans only a quarter. Females can take an extra 25 cents off any price. The controversial pricing is a response to SB 185, a bill that would allow state universities to consider race, gender, and ethnicity in the admissions process. Berkeley Republicans call the affirmative action bill racist and say the bake sale pricing proves the point.
How do you put somebody in one category? And this SB 185 kind of forces people to do that. You got to check one box. And so our bake sale, you got to choose one, and that doesn't seem fair. And we think 185 isn't fair either.
Not surprisingly, the reaction across campus was immediate and not entirely supportive.
It really was deeply hurtful to many members of our campus community.
I think it's creative, but I think it's kind of it's moderately offensive.
And joining us this morning, the leaders of Berkeley's College Republicans, President Shawn and Vice President Mia Lincoln. Nice to have both of you with us this morning.
Thank you.
I'm guessing, I know you're up early there, and I'm guessing you may not have had a lot of sleep since there's so much discussion about this. But just to be clear, the bake sale will continue as planned this morning, correct?
Correct.
And was there anything that would make you change your mind?
At this point, the only thing that would really stop us from having the event is if at some point security or safety for any of the members of our group or any other group becomes compromised because of an immediate security threat.
And I know there has been some concern about security issues. You've had quite a backlash. And there's also been some response that people say, hey, we get it. We've seen this tactic before. We've seen people use this as an example before. But is this the best way to go about it? In fact, the president of the Student Association, Vishali Lumba, said this in an email to your paper there on campus at Daily Californian. I believe there should be dialogue and discussion surrounding this issue, but I do not think this method is constructive. Shawn, why did you think this was the best way to go about getting your message heard?
Well, it was clear that the student government, in their endorsing of SB 185 and their sponsorship of a phone bank that is being held at the same time as this bake sale, it is clear that the student government was not interested in welcoming a debate of this issue on campus. Our student government took one side on this issue. They did not invite any other views on this issue, and they did not consider that other students might have another view of SB 185 and this policy that Governor Brown has to decide on today. So, this event.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead,
Shawn. This bake sale that we're having today, it's a direct response to the phone bank that they're putting on, that our student government is sponsoring. So we're putting ourselves out there as a physical counterpoint to show that there's another opinion on this campus.
Mm-hmm. And I would add to that a large group of the student population here is not politically involved, and we've brought them into this discussion. They may not even have known that this event was going to take place, that the student government had an opinion on this bill. Now they know, and maybe they're able to form their own opinions.
And what is it specifically, Mia, about the bill, about this bill, State Bill 185, that you take issue with?
Well, one issue that I can personally identify with is the fact that this bill would consider gender specifically as one of the specifically stated terms in the college admissions process. And as a woman in college, I would not like to know that my college admission had been based on the fact that I was a woman. I think that women in America are trying to move past this, and that this bill would be a step backwards.
So you see it as a step backward. Shawn, among the other things that would consider, if I have this correct, race, gender, national origin, geographic origin, household income. None of those things you believe should be given preferential treatment when it comes to admissions to college.
Well, one other term in the bill is, quote, other relevant factors. And so the fact is the bill is so loosely written, it is so vague, it's a wide open door to lawsuit and litigation. There's a lot of problems with the bill, the way it's written itself. And the fact is that SB 185 is blatantly unconstitutional. The California State Constitution states the state shall not discriminate or give preferential treatment to any sex, race, gender, ethnic origin in admissions process. And we see this as a blatant disregard for the Constitution.
So let me ask you quickly then, moving forward. You said you didn't feel people wanted to discuss this. The president of the ASUC said she believes there should be dialogue and discussion surrounding this issue. Based on all the attention you've received for this bake sale, has there been an offer now from different groups on campus to sit down, to talk about this, and perhaps to bring your concerns to a state level, Shawn?
To a state level?
Yes, because this is a state bill, to come to talk to the governor perhaps on your own, or to even get the campus together to have that discussion that it seems a lot of people say they want to have.
I don't think anybody's against that. Nobody's come out in opposition to that idea. I haven't heard from anyone directly about moving forward. Are we going to have any debate or discussion of the issue
Would you
moving
organize
forward?
that? Would you guys consider organizing that? Would that perhaps have been a better way to bring this issue to the forefront, to get people talking about it?
Well, in this scenario, I think we chose the best course of action, because, if we had a table across from the phone bank with pamphlets and simple literature to explain why we oppose the bill, we wouldn't be having a national dialogue about this right now. And as Mia mentioned, people wouldn't be on our campus. People who didn't even know this was going on wouldn't be talking about it. So I think maybe it was controversial and it was definitely offensive to some people, but you have to admit that we've really succeeded, at least in creating a debate on campus and getting people talking about it.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about that debate and the discussion between folks on campus. Mia Lincoln, Shawn Lewis, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.